Okay, so as you may have heard, Vine is getting shut down like in a few months. And that kind of sucks. It's just that it's such an easy way to post content. Like it's just 6 seconds, clip, caption, post, you're done. Streamlined, that's why I like it so much. But it's going away. Which I feel like marks the end of a chapter or something, right? I mean, love it or hate it, Vine was a really big part of like jokes, trends, like even songs that popped off like in the past few years, you know? Also, there's like thousands of creators that use Vine to launch themselves into doing all kinds of other things. From a cultural perspective, I feel like it was like the catalyst that eventually got all social media to like focus on video, and that's why you see video everywhere now. But since Vine is shutting down, I feel like I should like sum up my experience, you know, like since my life is a whole lot different now after Vine than it was before Vine. For me, it's like the end of an era, you know, like Vine's where I started. 5 years ago, if you asked me what I was going to be doing in 2016, I would have had no idea. I wasn't into acting, I wasn't in theater, I didn't make videos, I couldn't edit, I wasn't even really that funny. I was finishing up high school with like no real vision of what I wanted to do specifically. When I got to college, I studied engineering, and that worked for a while. And then after about 2 years, Vine came out and I started making Vine. So then for a couple of semesters after that, I was just kind of balancing making videos with my schoolwork and going to my classes. Then eventually, as the classes got more difficult and the schoolwork took more time and I had less time to focus on what I wanted to do, I kind of came to a crossroads. So I kind of looked at myself and I realized that I like making videos more than I wanted to be an engineer. And I didn't want to be impulsive. Like I realized the possible consequences of neglecting the there and then for the here and now, you know. I didn't want to squander my potential future, but I also wanted to do something that I was really passionate about, and making videos was something that I was really passionate about. It was like a brand new passion that I kind of like discovered and developed by making videos on my phone. And Vine was like this really cool, interesting, like fascinating platform where regular everyday people could just come up with ideas, post, you know, simple videos, and like the world could judge what was good and what was funny. I love looking at what people would come up with, like the ideas they had, and trying to come up with my own creative ideas. I got hooked on it. That's kind of how it was. So as time was going by, my followers were going up and I started making money from Vine. Like eventually I was making enough so that I didn't have to work at Target. Then, and it sounds kind of bad, but I slowly stopped going to my classes. It's like the classic case of being on your phone too much that you neglect your real life, that type of thing. And I didn't feel good doing it. Like I felt like I was slipping away from the right path. Engineering was more my dad's idea, but you know, I feel like I wanted to stick it out. Like that's what you're supposed to do. But the fact was, the more that I made Vines and videos and stuff, the more I liked doing it. Like the more I liked creating things and performing. On the other side, the deeper I got into the engineering program at the University of Memphis, the farther away I felt from all of my other interests. So it felt like I was doing the wrong thing, but it also felt like I was doing the right thing. So I dropped out of the engineering program, felt bad about it, but I did it. And around that time, I was able to go to trips to, you know, different places like New York and Orlando and LA to go to meetups and stuff, and to meet up with Viners and meet up with people that I've, you know, followed online. And a lot of us just really bonded together, you know, just over the fact that we were all doing this weird thing of making Vines and meeting up with strangers over the internet. And it's crazy because these are the people that I still talk to today and I'm still cool with. So that was 2 years ago. And now I'm just a full-time social media YouTuber, former Viner dude. And I love it. I love what I do. And it's thanks to Vine, and even more than that, it's thanks to, you know, just every single person who's ever watched something that I've done or liked it or shared it or whatever. The people who support this crazy journey that I'm on. And I feel like Vine may be ending, but like when it comes to creating things and like, you know, what I want to do for the future, I'm just getting started, and Vine gave me that start. So that's why it's, you know, it's always going to be close to my heart. So thank you for watching, everyone who's kept up with me thus far. And thanks to Vine and, you know, the people at Vine for creating something that was a huge part of my life. Well, not only my life, but the lives of, you know, thousands of people around the world. And, you know, even like millions of people who watched and shared, and everybody who was a part of Vine. So Vine, rest in peace. Peace.
It's so hard to say goodbye to Vine.
Really, bro? Really, bro?
You mean to tell me you can make a commercial about the old pots and pans we have in the kitchen right now?
Yeah, no problem.
What would that even look like?
Yeah, check it out. I got some pots and some pans. I got some griddles and skillets. Don't go to Bed Bath & Beyond.